Alright, Uneatable Taco here. I'm going to be doing a more in-depth tutorial on my NPC vendors. I'm going to try to make it quick, so here we go. First thing you want to do is create a scoreboard. And right here you want to name it, so we're going to call it gold. And then put dummy at the end. And that should set up your scoreboard. And to show it on the side, go back into /scoreboard. And then instead of add, do set display. Sidebar. And then choose your scoreboard. So we did gold, so here we go. Alright, there you are. And then you're going to want to add this next command in kind of different ways throughout your world if you want to use this scoreboard. Essentially, because right now there's nothing on the scoreboard. So this one allows you to add to your score. So go back into /scoreboard. Go to players instead of objectives this time. Go to add whoever you want to add it to. I'm going to add it to myself, but you would probably be doing like @p, you know, for closest player or all players, whoever you want to disperse the currency. So Uneatable Taco, gold, and then you type in the amount and you want to give them. So we're going to give myself 1,000. And there you can see it is. Alright, step 2. What you want to do is you want to place your NPC. Mine's going to be right here. Summon NPC. Easy as that. Alright, and then if you go into your NPC, you can kind of edit dialogue. Let's just say, he says hello. Wanna buy a sword? Question mark. And then if you go into advanced settings, you can add commands. So this works essentially just like a command block. If you talk to him, this will just go off immediately. Or you can make it go off by adding the button. So, buy sword is what the button is going to be called. So now if you go into dialogue, you can see it there. Alright, so now we want to set a command in that NPC. So I kind of already have this set up. It's basically just like the other one in the first video. So this block, only thing it's doing is filling this block with air for when I set the redstone. So this one just deletes the redstone. It's just a resetter. So the first one, once again, is /scoreboard, players, and then instead of adding gold, what we're doing is we're putting in test. So that'll /test to see whoever hit the button if they have 100 gold. So this one is set to unconditional. But when you get into the next one, we have to set these to conditional. So essentially, if the test doesn't work, if it doesn't verify you have 100 gold, these two won't go off. So the second one is same thing. You do /scoreboard players, and instead of adding or testing, we're putting in remove. @p for the closest player, gold is the scoreboard we're choosing from, and then the amount. So we're testing for 100 gold, and it's removing 100 gold. The last one is simply a structure load, and I will show you that next. So to obtain a structure block, you have to use a command. So /give @s is yourself structure block, just like that. I'll show you something real quick. When you first place them, they're going to be big like that. You'll see these lines. For the items you want to place, you want to have it set like that. So if you look in here, just set your numbers to this: 1, 1, 1, 1. just to verify too, this is usually -1, so just make sure it's just 1. Pick any item. Let's do a gold sword. You can rename it anything, like in a anvil, but we're just going to do the golden sword to make this quick. Drop it in there. And then you want to name it. Make sure it's on save. Name what. Don't do spaces. It won't work with the space. So do sword. You can name it whatever you want, but we'll do sword test. Hit save. So that third command block is simply has this command in it. So you'd go place. This is where you want the item to appear. So we'll do slash structure load, and then type in whatever you named it. So sword test, and then put the coordinates of that block in. Now you'll see, yep, just simple gold sword. But that'll work for any item that you put in. It's not simply teleporting a gold sword. You could rename it and it'll come back as that name with all its properties and enchants. Alright, and the last thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to set up the command in the NPC that places the redstone block. So that'll just go right here. I already have it set, so let's go into here. And you want to put that command. So it's just setting that redstone block down below to set off the coordinates, the commands. Alright, now let's test it. Should work. There you have it. Alright, so it seems to be working. Getting a sword, it's subtracting 100 from my score each time, because that's the value we set it at. Just for an example, let's remove some score, some of my score. Now I only have 50, so now it shouldn't work. There you go. So if you don't have enough, it won't work because we set those last two blocks to conditional. Alright, I hope this helped.